Alright, here we go. This is attempt number 5, I believe. 4 or 5, something like that. I'm pretty sure it's like 5. Or whatever, it doesn't matter. Again. So, let's not crash this boat right here. Grab it back. Yes! Alright. Now, here is the hardest part of the run, right here. This stinking I almost got it orange. Stinking white wool. Alright, let's grab it and get the heck out of here. That's like the most perfect white wool ever. Usually I have a lot of trouble with that. I'll probably, if I end up putting in a death reel, that's probably going to be where the majority of my deaths are. Is the freaking white wool. So anyway, remote district 2. The maps always have to have a saying that reminds you what they are, just in case you forget. So let's head up the cliffside here, and while we're doing this, I guess I might as well go ahead and explain why I decided to do a third run of this map. Because recently there was actually an update to both this map and the first remote district map. They both used to be for 1.6, and now they've been updated to 1.8. And there's been a lot of changes to them actually. Like there's been a couple of some of the wools have been relocated a little bit. Like I can think of a couple of examples. Like in this map, light gray has been moved a little bit in the area, but I think that's about it, to be perfectly honest. That I can remember off the top of my head. I know the first remote district map got a lot more changes, mostly aesthetic stuff. But yeah, they got updates, so that's why I'm doing another run of this. I don't know if I'll do another run of the first remote district map, because there's been a lot of the updates around it actually involve adding more. There's a lot of more bedrock and stuff that's been added, so the route would be slower actually, because there's a lot less stuff we can do, like especially out of bounds stuff. So I might be able to get it about down to the same amount of time, considering that like my first attempt for this map was basically 49 minutes, and then I've cut it down to 42. And now my estimate for this map is about 34 minutes. So it's been cut down pretty dramatically, so I can probably get the new update of the first map cut down to something close to what I have the current best time at if I put enough effort into it, but it might not be for a while, so. Anyways, let's head on into the light blue area. You'd think logically this would be the orange wool, considering all the lava and the fire and all that jazz around here, so kind of funny. I mean, at least if I was designing this map, this would have been the white wool, or white wool. Wow! First I say orange wool instead of white wool, and now I say white wool instead of orange wool. Go me. I would have made this the orange wool, but whatever, I didn't design this map. I wonder if the map maker made it intentionally like this just to make you ask that question. Examine, if you're watching this, you want to indulge my curiosity? You might have noticed, actually, earlier, that I did not go out on my way and get some feather falling on my golden boots, because it turns out that there's not enough of a difference to really warrant getting it, even though it's feather falling too. It still doesn't seem to be that much of a difference in terms of falling damage I take, so I don't really know why, but I recently decided to start taking that out of my route. And actually a last minute change, usually instead of doing that I would have jumped down to the bottom of intersection 1 and grabbed some stuff from down there, but that was also a last minute change that I recently decided to stop doing. Because if I drop down there, then I get a sword upgrade and a pickaxe upgrade as well. But I thought about it, and I get the pickaxe upgrade now. As you can see, I have a new pickaxe. Jeez. I have the new pickaxe now, and then I'm going to get a sword upgrade soon enough. So I didn't really see the point in going down there to get that. Could have also got a pair of chain pants, but there's a pair of iron pants I can get at a different spot that wouldn't be out of my way. So just, you know, last minute changes and stuff. So let's go ahead and eat this steak. Make sure we keep regenerating health as we climb back up. Grab us a shovel, because that'll be useful. Get the heck back up here. kind of annoying that I have to go all the way down the bottom of this area and then climb all the way back up for the speedrun, but whatever. It's a nice, I think it's a nice area for like regular casual CTM playing, but for speedrunning it's slightly annoying. But anyways, oh come on, why are there 2 zombies here? There's usually only 1. Alright, get you, and then you, and then you also. So there's the iron pants that I can get. So, a little bit of an equipment upgrade. And you have to die, because you like to shoot me off. But the other skeletons that were up there like to do the same thing, just like that. Except usually it's a lot more, shoot. It's a lot more, what's what I'm looking for here? Dramatic, I guess? Where they would shoot me way down off the cliff, instead of just down a couple of blocks. I can't even words right now. So moving on, let us go get the magenta wool. You can actually see the wool box up there already, which is pretty cool. So we go in here, block this up so we don't get any visitors in behind there, and then grab us a equipment upgrade right here, and then golden apples over here will actually also be useful. And then let's block this guy in. Grab you. There's the other sword upgrade I was talking about. That's very convenient. Even though I did have an iron sword, this wooden sword has a bunch of nice enchantments on it, so it ends up being a little bit better than the iron sword that I had. So let's block that guy in, and then let's head on to the lime wool. Aw yeah. Let's make sure we eat so we don't die. Because that would not be fun to die. That is probably the most intelligent thing I've ever said. Get rid of these guys. You have also got to die. And you are going to come over. There we are. Alright, let's go up. And then let's dump a bunch of junk in here like this, and this, and this. And then let's go up, and then we need more blocks on the bar. And let's get us our lime wool. And I am not going to go up and out of bounds in this run like I did in the last one. I'm actually just going to jump down here. And go this way. And I have a good reason for doing that. Not only because it cuts out some out of bounds, which could be seen as, which is kind of, what's the word for it? Controversial, I guess. This time, there's actually a good reason for going inbound, or for staying in bounds, and not just to not go out of bounds, if that makes any sense. Oh, come on. I didn't mess that up. Little mistakes here and there. Alright, let's get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And jump! Ooh, that was actually kind of close. I almost missed that. Alright, let us get this. Get rid of you. Oh. And then this iron chest plate will be getting later. It's not going to be useful for now, but it will be later. I do need to put this fire resistance on my bar, though. That will be useful in a minute. So onward we go to the gray area. Well, gray and light gray, because they're both of the wolves are in this area, and that is not what's supposed to happen. Hello. But yeah, as I said, I think I might have mentioned earlier that the light gray wool got moved. How did that guy hit me? What the hell? He was not anywhere close to me. Like I said, I mentioned that the light gray wool was actually moved in this version of the map, and you can see it's right here instead of where it was in the last time. And also, the skeletons are annoying as hell right now. Usually I can get that wool without much problem, but this time they felt like being a jerk. So now let's go up and get us our gray wool. Go around, go up. Eat some thing right there, and then over and up. get in there. Alright, get you, and then I need to move you, and you, and then you. Alright. He gets a golden apple. Let's get the heck out of here. Guys, seriously? How did you... I really hate wither skeletons. I really do. There we go. Now let's use this speed potion. Let's get back out of here. And move on. Night vision's unfortunately about to run out, but that's okay. I can see just fine. It's just you guys that might have a hard time seeing, so I might end up doing a brightening up the video and editing, just like I did for the speedrun of Remote District 3 in certain parts. So, if I have to do that, so be it. That's something I'll decide later. So, let us toss our wools here in the ender chest, which is conveniently placed right here, and move on to the purple and blue area. This is one of the reasons why I decided to stay inbounds, because we can get rid of that water there, and that makes climbing back up this area easier. So that's one reason why I decided not to go out of bounds earlier like I did in my last run. And the other reason is coming up in a second here, because there is a convenient chest. How did I fall? I have never fallen right there. Right here. There is that iron pick right there. Get up. That iron pick right there is very convenient for me, because I'm gonna need an iron pick later, and it happens to have efficiency 2 on it, so it's gonna make getting some things a little bit faster in the long run. So, yay for optimizations! And then we go over here. There's another chest that I didn't get last time. We go get this, and then we also get these boots there. Because the boots I got at intersection 3 aren't going to last very long, so they might even be broken already. I haven't bothered to check. I don't want to stop and open my inventory and check right now. I'll check it later. This is a good opportunity for me to check it later. So let's grab this bow and arrows, because there's literally only one reason why I grab a bow and I need a bow for this entire run. And it's right here. So that bow and arrow is pretty conveniently right there, because there's actually lava behind all these walls here, so if that charge creeper blows up, you can imagine what happens, basically. So, do some water hopping. And then of course I screw up. I was doing so good, and then I screw up on the last one, of course. I've done that pretty much perfectly in practice, but as soon as I start recording, whenever I'm doing an actual attempt recording, is when I start making stupid mistakes. It's always how it works. It's kind of like the Let's Play curse, except it's a speedrun, not a Let's Play. So it's like speedrun curse, basically. So let's put you on the bar. Go up to get the blue wool. And then put you on the bar as well. Let's dig through the wall here, which gives us a little bit more of a direct path where we need to go. Excuse me. I'm gonna jump out here. I'll let the soul sand too, because that slows me down. This chest got slightly moved. It used to be against the right wall, but now it's not. It is not anymore. So let's get rid of you and put you on, and switch you over. Water breathing potion, and let's go. Let's go get us some iron. Already you can probably see the time difference, because it's only 14:30 right now, and in the previous run it was about 15 minutes, and before I got to this point. But but in this run I've already gotten the gray and light gray wools, so you can see how far ahead. I'm like 5 minutes ahead already, so it's really nice. one reason why I decided to run this map up again. Like I said earlier about the... I think I might have mentioned earlier about the time updates, and I kind of forget what how did I do that? I kind of forget what I talk about between updates, not updates, but attempts. Forget if I've mentioned something or not in previous. So hopefully I did mention that before in this attempt, otherwise that might be a little weird. But anyways, let us move on. Let's get the heck out of here and then move on to the next area, which the next wool is actually the wool that I'm actually kind of worried about. It's the second worst next to white. But actually it might be the single worst because it's like 15 minutes into the run, whereas the white one is, white wool is only 30 seconds in, so if I screw up it's not a huge deal. It's just annoying. But here, if I screw up at this wool, well, it's actually, that's not really the best choice of words, because screwing up, it's not really what you have to worry about here. It's getting stupid enemies. You want to do, yeah, there we go, damage boost, oh yeah. Love it when that guy does that. But anyway, yeah, the next wool that I'm talking about, it's not really a matter of you screwing up, it's a matter of the game giving you not stupid enemy spawns, because basically, if you've played this map before, I'm talking about the yellow wool. And, also, water, what the heck? Why did you not go away? I've had this happen before, where the water doesn't go away all the way. It's like, it stops right there, and then for some reason, the block that I put up there, okay, no, that's there. What the heck? So, sometimes I've gone through here, I know I placed the block there, and then I come back up here, and the block has mysteriously disappeared, and the water isn't. Whatever. Game is being stupid. Minecraft is being Minecraft. That's pretty much all we need to know. So, let us move on. Oop, why am I jumping? Little mistakes, little mistakes. Before we head to the yellow wool, we're going to go to the monument, just like we did the last time. But we're going to do it a slightly different way. We're going to Geronimo off this bridge here. Do a water hop right across here. And then there's a spider here. Get him out of here. Do a water hop across here. And we're gonna ladder up instead of building a bridge over from the main bridge like I did last time. Oh god, shoot, that was not supposed to happen. It's okay though. Get you. Up we go. Alright. Now, cue some lag, unfortunately, because this part is quite laggy. Let's do that, and then you. My inventory is freaking full. Alright. Let's eat you. And then eat you. And drink you. And let's go into the yellow wool. Also from a different angle than I did last time. So the deal here is that I can actually one-shot onto most of these guys if I jump crit them with the strength buff I get from that monument potion thing. But I just have to worry about... I mean, I can one-shot the creepers, and not the creepers, but the skellies and the zombies. It's the creepers I have to worry about. Especially the charged ones, like that guy that just spawned, but I managed to avoid him, so... Alright, there we go. That was a successful yellow wool. Very much successful. I'm very happy with that. So now the rest of the run is pretty much downhill from here, to be honest. There's really not too much else I'm worried about. I mean, aside from, you know, small little mistakes, but there's nothing really, in terms of the map being stupid, that I'm really worried about, so. Yay, we can relax a little bit now. Replace that. Because that's actually a TNT trap right there, so I want to replace that, because we'll be using this rail track at the end of the run. Because I'll be riding it there, and on the way I'll be doing a little bit of organizing the wool in my hotbar to make it a little bit faster. And it's convenient, so I use it. Hello, spider. Get out of here. go, 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 go. And let's go get us the pink wool, which is over here. Which in my first run I got from out of bounds, but I no longer get it from out of bounds, because it's actually not that much faster to get it from out of bounds. Plus, I mean, like I said, going out of bounds is kind of a controversial thing, so I try to limit doing that as much as possible, unless it's just that much of a time saver like an animosity. Hello, baby spiders. Dang it. Get out of here. Yeah, I hate when these guys poison me. Alright. Let's go here. And, oh, that is not what I meant to do with that. That's okay. Not the end of the world, but it's just a little bit strange. Let's put you back on while there's. Alright. See, my boot's broken now, so. Usually they break a little bit earlier than that, actually. But that's okay. No big dealio. And then let's. Oops, no, I don't need that. Let's clean out some inventory real quick. You. Actually, no, keep the magenta wool. So I think I might put that away with the rest of these. And then you. Alright. Just grab this. And let us bring out the fern eye that I just picked up and make that. Drop down here and get us a nice sword upgrade. And has extra ender pearls this time too, as well as talking about with the map update. Very convenient. Ooh, that's close. Forgot how low my health was, jeez. Alright. Alright, let us move you over. Put bread there. Make sure not to accidentally use a pearl though. Because I have lost an attempt accidentally using a pearl when I didn't mean to. Though if I accidentally use one, it's not that big of a deal. I just waste some time later. But I do need one for a fact, and I'm going to be getting one later. So if I accidentally use one right now, it's not going to be a huge dealio. I would just like it if I don't. Oh, come on. Alright. You know what, this speed potion? Let's use it. Once we find a good spot to use it, that is. There we go. Pretty good spot. Alright. And now let's do an ender pearl. There we go. Perfect. Into the wool box. Even glitched me through the glass. Alright. Make sure to make use of these healing potions. They were given to us, so might as well use them up. And we'll get some more later, too, so it's not like 32 is all we got. That'd be plenty, though, to be honest. Get out of here, zombie. Skellies, don't have time for you. Nobody got time for that. And then there's a charged creeper up here. But thankfully, we have our strength buff, so I can one-shot that guy, so I'm not worried about him. Yes, our brown wool. And dig through the wall. This actually turns out, I think this turns out to be a little bit faster. I actually haven't timed it to be double sure, but I'm pretty sure this turns out to be faster than backtracking and going to get the cyan the actual way. So I'm like 90% sure that it turns out to be a little bit faster. Do that, and we don't need the shovel anymore, so I'm gonna throw that out. We do need a piece of gold ore, however. Only one. In this place, anyway. We'll be getting more later. More that we don't need to actually mine. So, take our cyan wool. Let's get the heck out of here. Unfortunately, this spot is a little bit annoying to try to navigate. So, I mean, there's no real danger in it, thankfully. It's just annoying, kind of. You have to deal with all these skellies and all the blazes. Well, the blazes actually aren't a problem, considering you have fire resistance. It's just kind of annoying to navigate with all the weird architecture here. And I've tried to figure out an efficient route through this, but it's just kind of a headache. So, I just try to stay as high as I can and hop across the tops whenever possible. That's pretty much the only thing I can do. Alright. Now we made it through that. Let's get up here. Hello, Beef. How are you doing today? And here's some more gold. And then get the rest of the gold ore. That's 9 gold. That's perfect. That's how many we need. Let's get back up out of here and go to intersection 4. Right. Oh, shoot. Shoot. Get up there. There we go. That was a little bit different than what I'm used to, so kind of tricked me a little bit. Alright, let's get rid of these bones. We don't need those. We do need ladders, however. Okay. Moving on. Back to intersection 4. All we've got left is the red and the black wool. Skelly, what the heck are you doing here? Get out of here. Crazy, man. Let us exchange that for the gold. And onto the red wool. Let's re-strength up and re-fire resistance up. Don't need to heal. But yeah, the main reason I grabbed the ladders earlier in the gray wool is particularly for this area, because I have a new strat for this area that makes it very, very handy to have ladders. Makes a certain part of this very much less annoying. Very much less annoying. I can English, I swear. So we go inside here. And then we use ladders to go up, except when the ladders glitch out. I hate when they do that. Ladders, really? I absolutely hate when the ladders do this. There's a damn blaze there, and it's just laggy. There's lag. Come on. Out of the way. Ladder. That's the only thing I hate about these ladders, is that they're so stupid. That they don't work properly all the time. It's like something to do with how their hitbox changed or something with the 1.8 update or some kind of stupidity like that. Unfortunately, and now that happens. Great. You know what, let's just go up. We'll just block up like this. Just faster. Get us our red wool. Just drop down and eat on the way down. Let's do that. And we can toss out some junk while we're here. Ooh, do not toss that out. Okay, that's good. We're okay. Alright. Now, let us go and get back up to intersection 4 via this ender pearl. Let's not screw it up though. I've screwed up this ender pearl a couple times, so I want to make sure to not do so. Ooh, that was close. Okay, alright. Now, black wool. That is the only thing we have left. Is lovely, lovely black wool. We all know how much everyone loves the black wool of this map. So much fun. Get here, creeper, and you too, zombie. Let us attack this wool with our lives, almost literally. And I have a new route for this area. That involves not failing the lava hopping. Thank you very much. I usually don't fail that. I don't know why I did. That's okay. No big dealio. It's not like the fire hurts us. It's not like the lava hurts us or anything. We have fire resistance, so. Instead of going up the right side and doing a fancy ender pearl shot, I've decided now I'm gonna go over this side, do a lava hop across, and climb up here, where there's not really any lava, so it's very easy to climb up the side of the volcano. Turns out, if I timed it right, it doesn't really save any time, but it doesn't have a risky ender pearl shot, so that's why I decided to start doing this. Plus, the lava hopping looks cool, provided I don't screw it up like I did. So, one thing I have to worry about is that there's a lava slime over there. Okay, he's not anywhere in a position anywhere to hurt me. Sometimes that lava slime would knock me off and cause me a great annoyance, but that's okay. Let's grab us healing potions. And here we go with the maze. Let's not get lost this time, shall we? Let's eat real quick. Oh god. Let us not get lost. I think I hopefully remember the route through this, so I don't get lost and waste time. Oh god, that's bad. You gotta kill that charge creeper. If I don't kill that guy, then that is the one guy I'm afraid of, is charge creepers. Alright, we're good. As long as you don't die because of stupid mobs, then we are pretty much home free from this point. Oh god, that's charge creepers. Kill them. Okay. That's very, very glad I have strength and I can one-shot those guys, because those guys have killed me so many times. Alright. Oh, come on. Get around the corner. No time to waste. Come on, get around the corner. Over the zombie spawner. Go this way. Over this. Ready for a wither skeleton, probably. Nope. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 diamonds. Alright, kill you, and let's get our hard-earned black wool. And get the heck out of here. Alright. Let's toss out some of these guys. And you know what? Let's just do this just for funsies. Yay! It's like fireworks, victory fireworks, kind of victory celebration. Because why the heck not? All right, let's go away. All right. Grab this. Grab this. Grab this, and then toss a bunch of junk in here. Get all the walls. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Let's toss out the blocks. So we need an empty slot. Get the minecart. And here we go. Alright, white, orange, magenta, light blue, yellow, lime, pink, gray, light gray. I usually only get to that far before the minecart gets to the end, so. Let's do this! White, orange, magenta. Oops, shoot! Of course I screw up. Lime, pink, gray, light gray, cyan, purple, blue, brown, green, red, black, iron, gold. Cyan, purple, blue, brown, green, red, black, iron, gold. Diamond! Sub 34! Oh yeah! Even better than my estimate. Let's make sure, double sure. Yes, 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 yes. Oh yeah! Woo-hoo. Wow. And that's, my friends, is Remote District 2 any percent. Oh boy. So, GG. Thank you so much for watching. GG Examine. Fantastic map, I think. I mean, it still has some issues, of course, but for what it is, I think it's a really good map. So, anyway, GG. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys in whatever I do next. Bye-bye. Thank you.